What is going on, college basketball fans? Today I'm going to give you guys 5 players in college basketball that I believe can take over March Madness, put on some amazing performances, and take their teams deep in the tournament. I'm ready to get started. I just want to say subscribe if you guys are new. Daily college basketball March Madness coverage here on the channel. Hit that like button if you guys enjoy, and let me know down below in the comment section if you guys want to see part 2, where I have 5 more players that I believe can also take over March Madness. Without further ado, let's get it started. Okay, so the first player that I have on this list is from Kansas State, and it is the point guard, Marquis Noel, and he is only 5'8", but he has been putting on a show this year in college basketball. He averages 17 points per game, 7.6 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game at 5'8", and is very scrappy on defense, gets 2 steals per game as well. And I believe that Marquis Noel, he could have like a Carson Edwards type run. If you guys remember, Carson Edwards in 2019 on that Purdue run took them to the Elite Eight, almost knocked off Virginia in the Elite Eight, who then went on to become national champions that year. That year, Carson Edwards was shooting from deep, was just putting on an absolute show in the tournament, and I could see similar things from Marquis Noel this year. He is a really good passer, probably a better passer than Carson Edwards was, but Marquis Noel, he does actually have that type of range where he could shoot it from the logo every once in a while, and I think that Kansas State can go on a deep run. If they do, it will be because of Marquis Noel, Keontae Johnson, and they have really good shooters around him like Ishmael Massoud, Sills, Cam Carter. These are good shooters around him that this team can light it up from behind the arc, and I really like Marquis Noel as a potential player to take over the tournament this season. Next up, we're going from a 5'8" player to a 7'4" player, and of course, I am talking about the player for Purdue, the Yao Ming of college basketball, Zach Edey. Like I said, he's 7'4". That is a huge man. Not many teams are going to have a guy who can try to guard him one-on-one. So when the doubles come, he is going to be able to find the open teammate, and I believe that he is the best rebounder in college basketball. He's averaging 13 rebounds a game along with 22 points per game, shooting 61% from the field, and on the defensive end, he's also getting 2.5 blocks per game. He's also a really great free throw shooter for his size. I think he shoots north of 70, maybe even north of 75% from the free throw line, so you can't just foul him and expect him to miss at the line. So Purdue's run is going to come down to his teammates being able to hit their shots, but Zach Edey, nonetheless, definitely in the early rounds, going to put up some dominant performances and help his team, I think, to at least the Sweet 16. Third on this list, we're going to stay in the state of Indiana, and we're going to talk about another center, and Trace Jackson Davis. He plays for Indiana University, and if it wasn't for Zach Edey, TJD would be the player of the year in college basketball. He is absolutely dominant in the post. He is a two-way player. He averages 20.5 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 3.5 assists per game at the center position, shoots 57% from the field, and he gets 3 blocks per game, so he is an anchor on the defensive end as well, and that is so clutch. And I think the big thing is not only is he a scorer, but he is a great passer out of the post. So when these teams come to double him, he is amazing at finding the open man and great on the defensive end again. Like I said, TJD can definitely dominate a lot of teams in college basketball, and a lot like Purdue, I think it's going to come down to his guards and his teammates hitting shots around him. That will determine how far these teams go in March. Fourth on this list, we got another big man to talk about, and that is from Gonzaga University, Drew Timme. And I know someone's going to say it because I am wearing the Gonzaga shirt. No, I'm not a Gonzaga fan, but I did wear it for this video. But Drew Timme, he's having the best year of his career here at Gonzaga. A lot of people are saying this is a down year for Gonzaga. They're not going to go far. But I'm starting to think the way that they've been playing recently, they've been playing really good. I think they could make a run this year and may not win it all, but make a run to maybe the Elite Eight or Final Four. And if they do, I think it will be because of Drew Timme. He's averaging 21 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, and shooting 61% from the field. He is a very veteran player. He's been in these big games before. He's been to multiple NCAA tournaments, and that experience is going to help a ton because he is not only a veteran, but he is the leader of this Gonzaga team. And when you have a leader who is your best player, who has been in these situations before, he is going to help his teammates around him and help them get further into the tournament. So I think Drew Timme can definitely be a player to put up some amazing performances and carry his team on a run. All right, so the 5th player on this list is coming from a team that is more of a bubble team right now. They are in the tournament right now, in my opinion, but they're on the brink, and that is Kendrick Davis. Plays here for the Memphis Tigers, but Kendrick Davis is an absolute superstar, and if you watched him play with this Memphis team, you would understand why I think that he can take over the tournament this year. He is averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game. He can score at all 3 levels of the game, driving it to the rack, shooting the midi, shooting the 3 ball, and the offense runs through him. He gets 6 assists per game, but really all those extra passes and stuff, not all of his really good passes are coming from assists. Like, the offense runs through him. They're in Penny Hardaway's system, and he is an elite passer at that. And also, again, we're talking about a two-way player. He gets 2 steals per game. So this is a guy I can definitely see taking Memphis through a couple of games and maybe on a slight Cinderella run there from like a 9 or a 10 seed. I said this was a top 5 video, but it's really a top 6 video because we have one more player to talk about. So if you stayed tuned for the end, you get one more player. And the reason this guy was not in the top 5 is because I'm not sure his team is going to make the tournament, but they are very close. They are on the bubble, and they got 2 wins in a row here recently, and he does play for the Penn State Nittany Lions, and that is Jalen Pickett. Jalen Pickett is a superstar. I really hope that Penn State makes the March Madness tournament this season because I really want to see him play on the biggest stage. He's averaging 18.6 points per game, 7 assists per game, and 7 rebounds per game. And this guy is averaging really close to a triple-double in college basketball, which is so rare to happen. He actually only has 1 triple-double on the year, but these averages, that is so valuable to a team. And he's also shooting 52% from the field from the guard position, so very efficient. That is also kind of rare in college basketball for your guard to be shooting that efficient as well. Great scorer. Again, like Kendrick Davis, he can score at all 3 levels of the court. An amazing player, and I really hope that Penn State can make March Madness because I really do believe that Jalen Pickett can help lead his team on a run and take over March Madness this year. But that is going to do it for this video. Let me know if you guys want to see part 2, and let me know if there's a player that got snubbed from this list. Maybe you'll see him in part 2. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe for daily college basketball content here on the channel. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.